Welcome to another thrilling episode of the soon-to-be greatest podcast in the universe, the earth, everywhere, the Corpy Show. And I'm your host, Khloe Kardashian.
You don't like me much, do you?
And I got so much to talk about today. Where did I want to start? Getting closure with your ex. We gotta get right into this episode. Y'all attention spans are so short nowadays. We're gonna get right into these episodes, alright? Getting closure with your ex. Listen.
You're wildin'.
You do need closure with your ex, alright? Let me tell you. Recently, one of my things that I got done that I'm actually proud of is I have closure with every single one of my exes. Every single one of them. I had a conversation with them in 2022 and we got everything out. We got all the beefs out, all the drama, the good laughs, everything. I got everything out and I realized I don't care. I mean, once you get closure with all your exes, you're going to feel so good. The reason you still stuck on that ex and the reason you can't move on is because you don't have closure with them. You don't like them. If you liked them, you would still be with them. They brought out the worst in you. And that was some of the things that I brought up with my exes. A lot of time, men, we just move from relationship to relationship and we don't really think about how do we leave that last relationship. A lot of times, a lot of people, we don't think about how we left that last relationship. We just so used to moving on and then moving back that we don't never just sit still for a minute and think, how did I get into that relationship? What did I do wrong? How did I get out that relationship? What went wrong? We think about what they did wrong or what we did wrong, what we could have did wrong, but we don't actually think about how we absolutely got there. And that's why closure with your ex is important. That you should ask them like, yo, was I really as bad as you said I was? They might say yes, they might say no. But it's your job to give them that space to let you know the truth about yourself. We don't like hearing the truth about ourselves, especially when it comes from exes, because we don't like them. We don't want to hear from them. They're the person that hurt us. But the people that hurt us most are the people that can tell us most about ourselves. Our family, our friends. If you into letting your coworkers know about your feelings in your real life, they can hurt you too. A lot of times we keep these walls up is because we don't want people to hurt us. But you have to have criticism in relationships, especially post-relationship. You have to have that criticism to see how you got there so you can know how to do better for the next relationship. We just jump relationship to relationship without fixing the thing that broke us up with our ex. So when we get into a new relationship, we're still bringing that same baggage and that same pattern into the new relationship without fixing that thing that caused our last relationship to fail. Let's clap it up. I'm really good. Let me sip of my coffee. We don't fix the thing that led us to break up before. So when we get into this new relationship, we don't know, and we don't know how it breaks up, how it ends. We just sit there confused. But we shouldn't be confused because we should have known that we have a pattern in ourselves. We don't like admitting the patterns that we have ourselves. We might be moody. We might get jealous and envious of our partner. We might get upset at them with little things. Might have anger issues. We don't see how these little things affect our relationship because we don't get closure from our ex. Maybe you need to talk to your ex one time. You don't need to get back with them. Listen, this ain't an episode about getting back with your ex. This is an episode about closure with your ex, being in a good enough space where y'all could talk about what went wrong with the relationship. Was that clear enough for y'all? Being in a good enough space where y'all could see what went wrong with the relationship, all right? Just talk to them. Like, I have closure with all my exes. It feels good. And I don't want to spin the block on none of them. Because I seen that, yo, I don't like y'all. You like, I don't really like y'all. And that too. And then you still stuck on your ex. You just need to be around them and talk to them for 20 minutes. And then all those old feelings will come back. You'll be like, oh yeah, this is why I left. You're still the same. I've evolved. Or you've grown and I've stayed the same. A lot of time our exes grow and we don't grow. And we don't realize that the relationship failed because we didn't grow as people. They grew and they had to spread their wings. And we make them the bad guy. We make them the bad girl. We shouldn't do that. Everybody's just people. Everybody's just trying to find love and get by in this world. And we forget that sometimes. We try to demonize people. And especially that, I demonize a lot of my exes. And I decided not to do that because that's not healthy. Men, we cannot demonize women for not living up to the standard that we set. That's a good episode. how men set standards we don't live up to, and how women set standards we don't live up to. That's a very good topic. I'm very good at this. It's the Corpy Show. Listen, I'm back. Where's
Where's the money,
Joe
Joe?
Biden? Where's the money? You keep giving all this money to Ukraine, but you don't have no money for the people of America? We can't get another stimmy? Ukraine getting a stimmy, $1 billion stimmy. You keep sending $1 billion stimmies to Ukraine. We can't get a stimmy here in the United States. Don't worry, Joe. I'm back on you, Joe. I'll be here till you're not president. But like I was saying, get closure with your ex. It's needed. You don't think you need it, but you do need it. You running around from relationship to relationship and they failing and you wonder why it failed. You just need to talk to your ex and your ex will tell you, oh yeah, you moody. You're not as funny as you think. You got a bad attitude. You cheap. One of my exes told me I was cheap with her, and I was, because I was spending money on other women. I had no money. She was cheap with me, and it stuck with me. But I didn't like her like that, so I'm not gonna spend money on you. I don't like you. Like, simple as that. Your ex will tell you something, and you'll be like, yeah, I didn't really like you like that, so I didn't want to do that. It's so hard to say something like that. I didn't really like you like that. You just be around your ex, get that closure, have that talk with them, and you'll see, oh, I didn't really like you. Why was I so caught up on you? Oh, I'm free now. You'll be so free. Having closure with your exes will bring you such a great freedom. I'm not attached to none of them. I don't have no hangups. I go into every new relationship fresh with a new set of eyes. You can't have a new set of eyes if you're still looking at these old people. And I'm saying old people are not good for you. Sometimes you might get back with an ex and it's the best relationship ever because y'all was super compatible and your relationship failed for other reasons. But majority of the time, these people are your ex for a reason. We know what we want. Know what you want and know what you don't want. If you don't know what you want, at least know what you don't want. We don't know what we want to eat, but we know what we don't want to eat. All right? And we need to trust that gut reaction of not knowing what we don't want. All right? And if we can save ourselves so much time if we know what we don't want. And a lot of time, if you don't know what you want, just talk to your ex. Be around them for 5 minutes and you'll remember that's not what I wanted. I remember now. Listen.
You're a dummy.
If you go back to your ex without having that closure talk first, even if you want to go back to them, have a closure talk with them. See if they mentally stable to be in a relationship with you. We don't mentally evaluate people before we get in a relationship with them. And that'll be another episode I'm talking about. You need to evaluate people before you just jump into relationships with them. Because people are crazy. They still got baggage from their previous relationships. They got anger issues, mommy issues, daddy issues. And we don't be mentally checking these people before we let them into our world. And we need to stop doing that because we just go off social media. We see on social media the presentation that they present to us. And we need to stop going off that. Stop going off looks and presentation and start doing the research. And the best way to get research about what you don't like is from your ex. That's why closure with your ex is very important. And your boy advocates that. Welcome to the Corpy Show. I'm back. I'm hitting these home runs, baby. I got that. I got this content. We here. The best podcast in the world. Thanks. Peace. Let me play the outro music.
You don't like me much, do you? You're a dummy. Where's the money, Joe? You're wildin'. I'm a teacher.